Falco's Flips.
Hello, welcome to the video. I'm Mike, Falco's Flips. I'm a reseller based in Northwest England. In this one, we're going to have a look at some of the stuff that I've been selling over the last few days. I wasn't going to do a video, but then somebody came into my eBay shop yesterday and purchased 28, yes, 28 separate items, all completely random stuff. They've not said that they're like a viewer of the channel or anything like that. I've never ever, in all the years selling on eBay, had somebody come in and buy so many items in one go. I think probably my previous record is probably about 8, like certainly less than 10. Never anything like 28 different items. And I had we had a couple of messages back and forth about a few things, and they never mentioned anything about like watching the channel. So I'm guessing it's just somebody who is, I don't know, maybe buying for Christmas, or I don't know, or just likes the stuff that I have in my store right now. Hopefully it is that, and it's nothing like dodgy. I really hope it is not, because amongst this stuff there's a couple of decent things, and not a massive amount of kind of like value really. I mean, it's good, I'm not complaining, but 28 items, it's not like the higher end items here. We've got a bit of a mixture though. There's a lot of like lower end things, and then there's some like kind of middle ground stuff. Nothing kind of hugely valuable, but 28 items all at once from one customer is great. All in all, I've got about, as of now, and it is Sunday evening, I've got about 45 things that have paid. But I've also got a load of listings that are ending, which have bids on them. And I've also got a few other things that people have purchased but not paid for yet. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to pick everything that this one customer has bought, so you can see exactly what they have purchased. And by the way, if it is a viewer out there and you've just not said anything, thank you very much for buying all this stuff. It really is appreciated. But we'll have a look at everything they have purchased. And then tomorrow morning for me, but in just a moment for you, I will pick everything else from everybody else. So there's a lot in this video. I don't want it to be like a crazy long one. So let's get on with it. Let's go. Because this person purchased so much, I was doing some good deals, especially towards like the end. I realised how many items she had bought, so I was letting some things go a bit cheaper, but she also offered on probably another 10 to 20 items, of which we couldn't, come to arrangement on price. So, she's not gone and purchased them. I have 2 of these Lego blankets, and she offered on both, but she wouldn't go any higher on the other one. So I've done this one. I had it up at 35 and I sold it for 28, and it is in box V. I got this effectively for free. Well, it was kind of free. It was using my VIP points with Lego that I'd accumulated. Next is these, £10 plus postage. Had these for a while. These are actually our kids' old toys. Listed them up a few months ago and they've just gone. Next is these D'Agostini dinosaurs. These are all like from magazines, I think, originally back in the day. You'd buy the magazine every week or every 2 weeks, whatever, and you'd get a little collection of all these things. They did them with books and these little toys. I had about 4 or 5 sets of these left and had them all up at about £5 or £6 a set. She came in and offered £2 per set on all of them, and I'm more than happy to do that. Just to clear, the very last ones, these are literally the very last ones I have. They are in one of these boxes. Let me see. Box R. I've actually put on the SKU final resting place. Box R, because at one point I had them like in loads of different places, and then we moved what was left to box R. You can probably see one of them just there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there should be one more. 5. Next to this magnifying glass, I got £7 for this plus postage. It's a Japanese one, and I think it was something that was mine from when I was a kid. I'm struggling to remember, but I'm pretty sure it's not something I actually purchased to resell. It's something that Came out of a box from maybe my dad's house or something like that. I do not know, but £7 is what we got, and it is just in here. There it is. As you can see, already like a random selection of stuff, right? Next is these. Got this little bundle from a boot sale a while back. I think it was one of the last ones from last year, if I remember rightly. Got a load of these. A few of them did turn out to be fake, which I got rid of. The ones that were okay are these ones. And got £25. Not too bad on these. They're only little things. They're in box K. I'll grab them now. I didn't pay a lot for these. I think they were about £5 or £6 for the lot. Next are these Sunny D 3-on-3 little ice lolly making kit. They are just here. £12 for these. They're from like the late 90s, early 2000s, I think. Next we have two plush. We've got this one. It's a Garfield plush, £8 on this one. And also this one, Heathcliff, £5 plus postage on him. They are both in here. So there's Garfield. I got him fairly recently, but I can't remember where from. I wouldn't have paid a lot for him, maybe 50p or £1. He was down in number 2. Can't find Heathcliff though. He is about somewhere. He's a pretty old one, so he may still be in one of these boxes, although we have been through all these boxes and kind of moved all the plush into here, so I'm not sure. Yeah, he's definitely around. I've seen him. Cannot think. I'm going to go and ask Claire in a minute. I'm sure she knows where he is. And next we have this crazy mac and cheese lady. Apron and book modelled there by Claire. Got £10 on this. It's in this box here, box B. Had this a little while. Thought it was one of those random purchases. I'd never heard of it before, so I just figured it'd make a nice little bundle. I think I paid like £1 each, something like that. And there it is, just a cool looking apron. I thought that was kind of cool. There's the pile. This is, as I say, all for this same person. 28 items, and we've only got, what, maybe 10 or something there? Something like that. There's a lot more. Don't know how many boxes this is going to take. We will see. 2 or 3, I reckon. Next is this little bundle of comic books from the, I think, like late 80s, early 90s. Whizzer, Whoopi, Beezer. They're just down here. Just clear this area because I've got something that I need to get from down there. Don't go down there very often. Next we have this little set of brownies and girl guides, like books and like manuals, and they are just down there. This was part of that big bundle of brownie stuff that I got, which did pretty well. A lot of it went really quick, but I got a couple of sets still left. £10 on these. There they are. I've got 2 sets left at about, I don't know, 12 to 15 sets. Next is this little set of Duplo, £10 I got for this. And it's just here. I've already picked it because I was stressing out a little bit, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, because I couldn't find it. It's not on my SKUs. I have no idea why. It should have been, because we've been through all these boxes fairly recently, and it's an older item. So maybe we got it mixed up with another Duplo set or something, I don't know. But I found it, went through about 7 or 8 of the boxes before I found it. But at least it was 7 or 8 and not like 10, 15, 20 of them, right? Do I even have 20 boxes? I don't know. But there it is. It's just like a random set. I think it was just, I think I got a little set, including Buzz Lightyear, and then I added a load of extra bits to it. So there it is, £10. I also picked out a few other bits which we'll have a look at later in the video. These are bits that I've sold to other people. That there as well, several pieces, but we will do that. We'll sort that afterwards. Right now I just wanted to get all the stuff for this particular lady sorted, and then I'll kind of do everything else afterwards. So that's everything from up here for this particular customer. Let's head down to the sheds and get everything that's fragile that she's purchased. And as I'm like here doing this, more people are purchasing more stuff. This is definitely not a complaint, but I'd be lying if I'm not a little bit stressed, just a little bit. it's times like this that I am happy that I am full-time now, because usually I'd be at work tomorrow morning and it'd be like, well, I'd be having to get all this stuff picked now and get it all packaged tonight. Yeah, being able to just like pick it all tonight, have it all ready for the morning, and you know, it's going to take me probably all morning, if I'm being honest, to package up all this stuff. But again, not a complaint. Just, you know, when you got so much going out, it can get a little bit, if you, unless you like love packaging stuff, and I don't. I mean, I don't mind it, but I'm not like, it's pretty, the worst part of the job is doing all the packaging. Yeah, like it can, when you got so much going out, then it can get a little bit much sometimes. Sometimes I still want people to buy stuff from me though. Like I hope I sell more this evening. I think there's quite a few listings that I've got ending this evening, so they might get some last minute kind of bids on them as well. It's all low end stuff. I've been like auctioning off some of the low end stuff. Anyway, let's get downstairs, go and grab the stuff from down there. Let's go. I'm down in the sheds, and the next things are these two storage containers. I thought these were really nice, but nobody seemed to agree. 15 quid I let them go for. I've been asking quite a lot more than that. They're just here. Yeah, it's horrible today weather-wise. All the boot sales have been rained off and everything. Yeah, as I said, this is all to the same person still. Everything you've seen so far is to the same person. So they've purchased two kind of little jars. Nice ones, these two. Well, this one here, and then there's a larger one at the back. See it? It's up there. It was the same brand, I think. It's Kirsty Allsop. Came out of M&S originally, I believe. That's not the one I purchased recently at the boot sale either. That's the one that I already had. So now that that one's gone, I will list the other one. I'll just do a sell similar, get new photographs because the condition's slightly different. Yeah, this one, I thought this was really, really nice, this. I'll tell you how much I got for this in a second. It didn't come down much. You wanted this for quite a bit less than what I was willing to do. 24 I got on this. I was after 29.99. 24 is fine. Next is this, a very nice, really good condition, a Hornsey Coral vintage oven dish or casserole dish, and bought this recently from a friend at a boot sale for, I don't know, I did a bundle of stuff from him for 20 quid. But yeah, this one's gone for 15. And I got 15 on this as well. Now I've still got a few of these. They're all in that corner back there, so I'll have to have a good look because I've got a few that look very similar to each other. So I'll have a look off camera in a sec. But I did let this go for a little bit less than usual at £15 plus postage. So there it is. I did have two that were basically identical, almost identical, apart from on the bottom. This one has a slight residue of a sticker on it, and the writing is a little bit more kind of defined than the other one. Apart from that, they were basically identical. But yeah, this is the one that was sold. And next is this. This is a Rayware garlic bread dish, and I accepted an offer of £10 on this. It is just here. It was just over in that corner with the plant pot. Yeah. I think I paid £1 for it from a boot sale, maybe £2. This one here sold for £7. Had this for ages. I think I purchased this for us, if I remember rightly, but it didn't quite go with our kind of colour scheme and everything. Nice plant pot though, it's just here. In fact, it's nicer in real life than it looks in the photographs. It's really quite a nice plant pot, that. No brand or anything on it, but it is very nice. £7, that's alright. Next is this very vibrant pink cookie jar. Got £10 for this. It is just here. We've got this nice, very vintage brown and cream pan, £15. Yeah, I got this nice blue one as well, but that's not sold. I think that's really nice. This brown one is sold. Gonna need a few big boxes for all this stuff. Oh, it's Heath. We found him. Where was he?
In the shed.
Was he?
Yeah,
He was in the shed. That is not where I thought he would be. Like, why was he in the shed? No idea. That was the last place I would have looked for him as well. I've got more bids and stuff coming in. I've got these like story cards right there, Pinocchio and stuff. I've had them for ages. Tell you, like, if you've got a featured shop like I have, like the middle tier shop on eBay, then you get, I think it's now, don't quote me on this, I think it's about 600 free auctions now, 99p start 7-day auctions, I believe. It was only like 300, I think. I'm sure it's doubled to 600. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a load anyway. And if you're not using them, which I wasn't for a long time, it's worthwhile because some people do still like buying at auction. Sorry, there's a load of rain on the camera. Some people do really like buying at auction still, and you know, you might not get quite as much for the stuff, but if it's things that you're not like, if it's stuff you've had for a while and you're not really that bothered about how much you get for it, or if it's like end of a bundle, so you've sold, you know, the good stuff from the bundle, you're left with like the other bits, just auction it and see what happens. Like with a lot of this stuff, it's taken like 2 or 3 or 4 like rounds of weeks, you know, going round before it's finally sold. So yeah, it takes a while. So the last 2 items for this customer are a set of 4 of these pint glasses, Budweiser ones. Don't have that many pint glasses left now, bought loads last year, and some are better than others. These not so good, 10 quid, that's all right. I pence into them, made my money back on them like way back. So at this stage, when it's stuff like this, it's just like, you know, whatever somebody offers me for them, pretty much, as long as, you know, I'm not going to just send them out for nothing, because obviously it takes a lot of packaging. But you know, 10 quid is absolutely fine on these. I was getting like up to 20 quid for a set of 4. And finally these, I accepted a really low offer of £4 on these, and I was happy to just let them go. I didn't pay a lot. I think I paid 50p or £1 for the lot of them. Not a good buy, but I have sold a few of these in the past that have done okay. I think it's usually when it's the Lego ones, if you've got like a bit of a bundle of Lego ones, or like I guess a bit of a bundle of all the same like brand, then you might do alright with them. But like this, all like random things, nah, didn't really, not worthwhile on them. So they're in the other shed. I will go and grab them now. That's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on, I think I'm missing 1 or 2. There we go. Yeah, it's getting dark out there now, so sorry if it looks a bit dark in this video, in this part of it. Anyway, the rest of the stuff I'm going to be picking in the morning, so it'll be okay. But I just thought I'd quickly mention these combs here. I'll go into them more in a minute. Yeah, so my first one of these, I think I got, what did I get, 5 quid I think for one of these ones. But I have loads. If these were all to sell for a £5, I've got them up at £9.99 plus postage, just to kind of see, you know, what the score is with them. The score is, I've had lots of views and a few watchers and a couple of offers on them, and I've only had them up for a few days. So we will see, I think they're kind of cool. Not everyone's going to agree. At the end of the day, they're just a comb. Are people going to be buying them to actually use them? I don't know. But there's a lot of different things you could do with these. You could do like a little set of them, like a set of 6 or 8 or 10 or whatever, all the different colours and designs. You could do that. There's a lot of different things. They will do okay. I paid £5 for the box, and I say the first one I sold for £4.99 plus postage. So obviously minus fees, I am almost back to the £5 I spent on the whole box. There they are, 4 of them. Got 1 more set of 4 left. I'm going to take you in. I'm going to show you what 28 items looks like. So this is all for the same one customer, 28 items. I'm not sure how much they've spent exactly, not added it up. The way it's come through, it's not all as one, it's like come in like 3 or 4 like different lots. So I think it's about, like, it's got to be like going on 300 quid, I reckon. So this is what 28 items looks like. We're going out to the same person. I think the most valuable thing is this Lego blanket, brand new sealed, and then maybe these. little Toy Story minis. But yeah, we've got all sorts of stuff here. We've got some like stuff that I've listed like fairly recently. We've got stuff that's been listed for a long time. We've got a load of like Tupperware type stuff, ceramics, pans, like books, like oddities like that. All sorts of stuff. And if it is somebody out there who watches the videos, then thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that it is like kind of okay and legit, and it's not going to turn out to be something, you know, dodgy. I mean, why would it? But it's just one of them, because I've not, you know, it's never happened to me before. This many things in, you know, from one person, and such a like a random variety. Usually it has some kind of like, you know, it'll be if people buy more than one item, it'll be all the same kind of thing. And I've included a free little bear, nice Hard Rock Cafe one from the Bahamas. Wasn't mine. I didn't go to the Bahamas, unfortunately. I think we're going to be looking at a good, 3 boxes, I reckon. 3 boxes, some heavier items here. I want to have them below 10 kilograms. They're all going to Northern Ireland as well, so it's I'm not sure if Yodel send to Northern Ireland. I know every do, but it's a little bit more expensive than it is like to mainland UK. So I'll come back to you tomorrow once all this stuff has been done, and I'm just about to pick everything else. And so I've got people still buying and auctions ending, and this has turned out to be possibly my best weekend of the year. I think it will be. I think it will. I've not even looked at like exactly how much money we are making with everything, but yeah, I think maybe even just on the stuff we've got here, we'd be close to the best weekend I've had of the year. And with everything else that I've got on top, then yeah, I'm pretty sure we are. But stay tuned, in just a moment I'll be back and we'll go grab everything else that's sold. So it's now the next morning, and I got up early and I got this stuff done. So this is all 28 items for that one customer in 2 boxes. One is 8,500, 8.5 kilograms, and one is 12.5 kilograms. And I'm probably going to send these parcel force, I think, although I'm going to go onto Parcels to Go comparison site and see what's the best deal out there. I'm obviously going to insure these for probably the maximum amount, which I don't usually do. Well, it depends what it is, but we will see. But for now, I'm going to do them in a minute. Right now I'm going to head upstairs and grab the stuff that I have sold to other people. I've just had a look, and in total we've got something like, I think it's about 55 items going out. 28 of them are here, the rest are yet to be picked, so I'm going to go and get them now. So we'll start up here. I've actually got 4 items already picked from yesterday. They were in boxes that I was going into anyway, so I just kind of grabbed them out. They're just here. I will show you how much I've got for them all. So this one here, it's a Star Wars Episode 1 like accessories pack. I paid, I think it was $3 or $3.50 for this from a local like collectibles shop. He had a load of good stuff and done well with some of the stuff from him. Still got quite a lot of it, but there's some really, really like good higher end items amongst everything I got from him. I got 10 quid for this. Next is this faulty Wii console. Very, very rarely I find these consoles to be faulty in any way, but this one was. I think this is the only one I've had for a long time. Long time, at least a year, probably longer. It was a disk drive issue, so yeah, wouldn't work properly. I'm sure maybe it's an easy fix for somebody who knows what they're doing, but not worth my time. 5 quid plus postage. I got a load of beer mats from Boot Sale a few weeks back, and I just got round to listing them recently. Most of them just went as one big bundle. I had a lot of these ones, so I decided to kind of pull some of them out and list them separately, and somebody's come and bought 6 of these for $6.99 plus postage, which I think is pretty good. I paid £1, I think it was the time when I paid £1 for that massive box full at a Boot Sale. I bought something else off him at the time. Was it 3 bread bins? Yes, I bought 3 bread bins. 3, not 2, 3. And I think they've all sold, actually, thinking about it. Pretty sure they've all sold. But I got a load of beer mats for £1. I was like, how much are those beer mats? And he said £1. And I said, like, £1 what, for the box? And he was like, yes. And I was like, yes, please, I will take them all. So there you go. Sometimes you find these profits in unusual places. And yeah, I think there's a lot more of these in the bigger bundle that I have. So I'm thinking now whether I should re-evaluate that to bundle, take more of these out of it and relist it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I sell many more of these like this, then I may well do that. And this is an auction, 99p auction start, and that's what it went for, 99p. But when it's an auction like that at 99p, I usually put the postage up a little bit. So I put it up £1, from £3 to £4, just to make sure I'm not, you know, losing money selling it with the fees and everything. So yeah, probably a little bit of a loss on that one probably. Next is this. This is another auction item. Had this for ages. I paid £1 for it from a boot sale like ages ago. And it's sold for £1. Well, 99p plus postage again. I think I've done £4, £3.50 postage, which I think is the most you can do on video games. And you know, it'll probably, I might even be able to get this to go as a large letter, possibly. Not sure. I can't think how thick it is. But you know, again, it's something like, I think you're supposed to get like a pen with this, and this doesn't have the pen. If it had the pen, it'd be worth like a, you know, a reasonable amount. But it doesn't. It's in box P. Let's grab it. Next is this Polly Pocket 1994 Magical Mansion, which was working. It had its little car right there. If it had the figures, it'd be worth a lot more. But £30 what I got for it plus postage. I've been sending £30 offers out to people for weeks and weeks, and people keep like coming back at like 20, 25, and I'm like, nope, I'd want 30 for it. I have it up at 34.99, or I had it up at 34.99 plus postage, and I was like, it'll go for 30. The car, the fact it's got the car and it works and it's in really good condition, 30 quid is a good price, I think, and that's what it's gone for. It's missing a few things, like it's supposed to have some little flags up here. It's missing them, all declared obviously, but nice little one. That paid £1 for this from a fairly recent boot sale, only £1. Didn't need much of a clean up or anything. Tested it with batteries, working great, and off to a new home. So next are these cake tin liners. I've sold 2 lots of these. I've got 2 7s and an 8 going to one person, and then 2 7s, I think, I'll double check in a second, going to another person. And they are all just up there. Well, I've got a small portion of them up there, the rest are in a bottom box down there. And yeah, I'll grab them now. They don't go for a lot, like £1.25 a piece plus postage. I make a little bit on the postage each time I sell one, but there's a 10% discount when people buy multiples of them. So whatever that works out as, it doesn't matter at this stage. I was in about a £5-ish to them ages ago. I was in the profit ages ago. Whatever they sell for at this point is absolutely fine. They go as a regular letter, or when it's 3 like this, it's probably going to be a large letter. There they are. Next is this board game, Mine a Million. This is from 1965, this one. I got £13.99 plus postage on it. I think I paid £2 or £3 from a boot sale last year. I remember the seller that I bought it off. He has some good stuff sometimes. There it is. It's up there, right in the corner. I'll grab it. Next is these. It's a little bundle of vintage maps, and most of them sold ages ago. Got a few kind of hangers on. 99p plus postage on these. They're in box Q. I went into the profit on that stuff, like, again, way back. These are a lot of this stuff you're seeing. It's just the little bits that you end up accumulating that a lot of people I know probably just take to a boot sale and just, you know, flog it for pence. I try and sell it like this if I can before doing that. You know, 99p, get it out the door like that. Next is this Lego Mario right here. This hadn't actually made it to a box yet. I'd had it just down here. So yeah, £27 plus postage on this, and these are good if you can find them out there. There's rumours that they're discontinuing this Lego Mario range next year. I don't know if that's true or not. It's a bit of a rumour at the moment. Nothing has been officially confirmed, but it does look to me, I would say, that it's at least in the pipeline. Pipeline Mario, that wasn't intended. But you know, I can't see it going on for much longer, but I could be wrong. Maybe they'll come out with something like new and different with this Mario stuff. We like it. We actually have some of this ourselves, which is when, you know, why when I saw it at the boot sale for, I think it was £4, when I saw it there, I was like, yep, definitely be having that. Next we have a couple of books which are kind of down here on the very bottom shelves. I'll have to root them out in just a moment, but I got £6 for this one, free postage. And the other one is this. I only got £5.99 free postage on this, but this was from a charity book table at a supermarket, so I have very, very little into it. I actually have 2 of these. I've just sent an offer out to somebody on the other one that I've got, and I got a load of other stuff at the same time, some of which was worth pretty good money. I think I got about £25 for one of them. And yeah, look out at these charity book tables in supermarkets. They're very hit and miss, obviously. I mean, if you're there anyway, though, it's worth a look, right? I wouldn't go out your way to kind of seek them out, but sometimes you can find some decent bits. I found a few kind of decent storybooks and stuff for my kids there before as well. And yeah, £5.99. It'll cost me £3 to send it, so I'm only making a couple of quid on it, but that's okay. So they are, those 2, and this hasn't made it to a box yet either. I only listed this recently. £6. I got this as I got a small bundle of like random action figures, Doctor Who and Transformers, all sorts of like random stuff from one guy. Yeah, that's him right there. He's quite cool looking, quite detailed. £6 plus postage. I have sold these for £57 plus postage. I accepted an offer on them. They are just here. Again, not made it to a box yet, but they've not paid, and it was Friday, I think, and today is now Monday. So what do you reckon? Are they going to pay or not? I think it's very doubtful. I don't know about you guys, but I've had a lot of these recently where people have purchased stuff and then just never ever got back to me, or have randomly just cancelled. I had somebody buy a Blackpool Monopoly board game. It's up there for £40. I was like, yes, very good. I've got another one. I'm going to get that one listed. But then they cancelled it. So that's another one. I've had a few of them recently, and some of them have been quite decent orders, and they just cancelled it for no reason given, just cancelling it. So there, you got that. But that's all part of selling on eBay. So there we go. That is everything from up here. We've still got quite a few items to pick from down in the shed. So let's go pick that stuff now. Right, first item. Right, hopefully you guys can hear me. There's a lot of building going on somewhere in my area. I don't even know. I'm trying to kind of limit the noise by like kind of locking myself in my little shed right here. There's not much room in here, I'll tell you. This item here sold for £7.99 plus postage. It was a little bit rough around the edges. This was from the tip shop though for 50p, so you know, not a lot into it. Emma Bridgewater, you know I love a bit of Emma Bridgewater. That's all it is. It's like a replacement for somebody, I'm guessing. Tea, coffee, sugar, canister, that kind of thing. Next is this set of 4 vintage blue glass mugs, made in France. Really nice, these, I thought, nice and vibrant. And they went for £20, 14 pence plus postage. I have no idea why they offered me £20, 14 pence, but I accepted it. I think I had them up at 25. They're just here. Nice, vivid blue. Check it out. Yeah, really like them. But not much interest in them, to be honest, so I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend you pick them up. If you find them out there. These are from a charity shop, I think, for about 50p each. Next is this. I got £15.99 plus postage on this. I sent an offer out to somebody and they accepted. I really like this. Bought this from a friend of mine recently for, I got a bundle of stuff, and in fact that casserole dish that I mentioned earlier on in the video, that was from him as well. So yeah, the casserole dish and this together, there's my money back, and then some. That's it, it's in here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Next is this. I got £37.50 plus postage on this. I had it up at £42.50, sent an offer out, £5 off, and they accepted. And it's just here. And this is the last Pearson's bread bin I have. I had two like this. The other one sold a couple of weeks ago, and now this one has sold. It's a very large one. It takes a lot of packaging up. These bubble wrap, big thick layer of card, or a couple of layers of thinner card. These right here, these are M&S, is it Harvest or Autumn Harvest, something like that. Got £15 plus postage on these. These were mine from like way back, and it's just a few kind of odd ones that I have. Never, didn't buy these to resell. These were my mum's, I think, like way back. They are just down here. Next is this. It's a really big Wedgwood serving dish, £4.99 plus postage. I got two of these. Nobody's been interested in these at all, which surprised me really. I got these as part of a big bundle back like lockdown time. Just after one of the lockdowns, I went around somebody's house and they had a load of like random stuff. It was like this really big house out Preston way, and he had a load of good stuff. Paid very little for it all, and most of it is gone, but some of it has not, and no interest in these until now. Yeah, look at the size of that. Ooh. So into the big shed, and yeah, one of these I sold for £5 plus postage. That's the first one, so I've sold, hopefully first one of many. I've put the ones I've actually listed in here. There it is. £5 will go as a large letter. Well, it'll be a bit of a tester because obviously, it's plastic. It will break if you kind of don't handle it carefully. Hopefully it will get there in one piece. I've probably got enough room there to kind of put a bit of card around it. I'm sure it'll get there fine. Next is another item that's sold at auction for 99p, £4 postage. I got a few of these, and again, it's one that I thought would do quite well, but nobody's really been interested in them. So they are up here. There it is. It's that brand, Henry's. Not a particularly great brand, I don't think. But at least somebody gets to use it right. I'm still going to be making a little bit of money on that. Very little bit, but that will do. And another 99p auction ending at 99p plus £4 postage. Scotch broth mug. I'm sure this is the very last one I have of these now, and I probably won't bother with them again unless somebody has like a nice set of them and they're really cheap. I wouldn't bother with them anymore. I think, yeah, there it is. Anybody remember these teapots? Yes, I still have two. I'm not even entirely sure why. I think I kept one as just like a reminder, should I say, of them. And then this one, the lid is a bit mismatched with the bottom, and it's got lots of like little, they're not chips, they're just manufacturing issues. But I got a load of these for extreme, in fact I got them free, didn't I? I did a pickup from a hotel in Blackpool. They were selling off a load of old crockery and a load of like Coca-Cola glasses and stuff. This was a good couple of years ago. If you've been watching for that long and you remember that, then thank you. But yeah, they had a load of teapots. They had a massive bag full of teapots, and they're like, can I interest you in these? I was like, no. He was like, just have them, please, just take them. I don't want them anymore. So I took them all, and I ended up selling the whole lot of them for, I think it was £2 a piece, to I think what was probably a hotel. I think it was. And yeah, that did all right. Not a huge amount of profit. Took ages to clean them. It took ages to package them, but I think it was still just about worthwhile blast from the past there. I've not opened this drawer for quite some time. But yeah, if you remember these, then give the video a thumbs up. Scotch broth, the worst of the soups. And another auction item, £4.99 plus postage on this one. I bought these for £1 from a boot sale. I think it was the end of last year or the beginning of this year. And I said at the time, I said I probably shouldn't have bothered, and I shouldn't have done. There's very little money in these. But it was brand new book set for £1, a boot sale. How can I resist? And I've made a little bit of a profit. It's in the banana box just there. Give me a second. There it is. At what point do you think I should list these Harrods bears, guys? What do you reckon? I'm thinking, like, should I do them now? Should I keep them for Christmas? I guess there's no harm in listing them up now, right? But I don't know. What would you do? Would you stick them up now? Or would you save them for Christmas, get a few quid extra per bear come Christmas, I would imagine? Let me know. There's something else in the banana box. I knew there was. I knew there was something. I couldn't think what it was. I was looking at everything thinking, oh, it's nothing I can see. It's under here though, isn't it? It's these books. I think that's all of them. Yeah, they're all elastic banded together, or they were. These are off to America. Somebody's bought all these. I had them up at $22.99 plus postage, and they offered me $21.99 or something like that, like £1 off. I'm like, please accept my offer. I'm like, of course I will. It's £1. I think this is the one that a lot of people want. I've had a lot of people actually message me saying, can I just buy that? I think this alone does go for a little bit of money, but I was like, no, I want them all gone together, and that's what I've done. There they are. Got a bit of everything. Care Bears, Rainbow Bright, Postman Pat, Laurel and Hardy, some more Care Bears, My Little Pony. This, I think, is a mixture of some of the ones that we had when we were kids. Like, I was like, you know, cleaning out my dad's house and still had a load of our childhood stuff. Pretty sure that Bros book there was my sister's. Magic Roundabout, that was like before our time. That probably came from my uncle or something. Yeah, a bit of everything here. I think I did buy a couple of them from a charity shop. Next is this. It's a Mamas and Papas top and tail baby like wash bowl. £8 plus postage. It's just here. I think I paid £1 for this from a charity shop. I think I bought this with the intention of giving it to somebody who'd had a baby at the time, but I think she already had one, so yeah. So ended up selling it eventually. In the end, it's been, I'm just trying to think how old her baby is now. She had the baby, and the baby is several months old, so yeah, that tells you I've had it quite a while. I don't think she's one yet though, so not that long. So the last item is these, pack of these, brand new sealed, £14.99 plus postage. It was my asking price, and they paid the full asking price on these. I've still got one set left. I paid £2 per set from a car boot sale a few sales back, and they are both here. They're £2 into 15 plus postage. That's pretty good. Turns out these are quite popular. A few people said, oh yeah, they're really good then, if you can ever find them. I think if you can ever find like the whole big like crockery set that they did, they can do well. But Asda, which is where they're from, has brought out a newer version of these. I don't think they're as nice, but yeah, might affect the value of these going forward. I don't know. Hard to say. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Not a bad weekend of sales. They're not always like this. This is a bit of a rarity. You know, if that person hadn't come in and bought 28 items off me, it would have been a pretty average kind of weekend, really. But the fact that they've come in, bought all that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to put on the screen now how much money in total we are making approximately. It's always going to be an approximation because I don't know exactly how much I've paid for every single item I've shown you. And then some of the stuff is like from bundles and things like that. So it's like, how much do you allocate to each item in that bundle, especially if it's a load of like random ceramics and they're all different. It's a hard one to say, but it gives you a rough idea of how much money I should be making. you got to then factor in a lot of other stuff. Obviously I pay tax on everything, and then the time to package all this stuff up. So that's it for now. I'm going to leave this one there. Thank you very much for joining me. If there's anything about this video that you enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.